Cutting ties, it's not easy, but it's just a part of the spiritual journey. It's something that has to be done. Decisions. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Michael again, and this is another segment of Applied Consciousness. You guys, today I want to go ahead and dive deep into having to cut ties to lower frequencies that no longer serve you. This topic here is something that is very difficult and was very difficult for me on my spiritual journey, and I'm still not even complete with it. You never will receive or go to the level of consciousness that you don't learn anything anymore. It's an everlasting evolution. It's a forever course in school. You guys, today we're gonna dive deep into cutting ties with things that no longer serve you. It's just a part of the spiritual awakening. Let's dive deep into this one, you guys. Cutting ties, and cutting those ties sometimes seem creepy and scary. See, all of our existence, we were told that this was your family, this was your race, you're from the South or you're from the North. But see, on this path, there's two journeys that you can take. One is the journey of the old, and you know how that ends. The repeated cycle, the continuous monotony of nothingness. And then it's the cycle of positivity and the fifth dimension. But see, in order to get to that fifth dimension, it's more than Morpheus offering the pill. After you take the pill, you have to live the process. And a part of that process is making the tough decision to say, I refuse to keep anything in my reality that no longer serves me. And sometimes that's cutting off friends, that's cutting off family, it's cutting off siblings, that's cutting off husbands and wives. Sometimes it's even separating yourselves from mothers and fathers or children. Now, I know this sounds absurd if you look at it from the perception of how we were always raised. You guys, I want to explain to you how this distortion of frequencies can distract you and stop you from achieving your personal legend and fully waking up that third eye. You guys, on my experience in my journey, I felt it so difficult to cut off ties from my friends at first. I said, hey, those were my day ones, you know? Like Drake said, no new friends, no new friends, no new. But the truth was, if I wanted something new in my life, then I probably need to find new friends. You guys, I know what the world is gonna judge you by. They're gonna call you unloyal. They're gonna say you no longer are a part of their tribe. But for the first time, I wanna say that that three-dimensional world is right. You are not a part of their tribe anymore. See, when you choose to take the red pill and to see how deep the rabbit hole really goes, you're saying you're willing to take whatever consequence comes behind it. And sometimes that's even cutting off your family. You guys, I learned and I experienced something so tough in my life. And it was because I was trying to buy those people to come to this reality. I've even tried to sacrifice myself as the sacrificial lamb to say, hey, I'll stay in that lower frequency and eventually they're gonna come here. But like I said in the beginning of the video, it's about a choice. We live in a free world reality. That means every individual by themselves has the choice to choose third dimension or the fifth. So I'm gonna tell you something and may save you years of heartache and grief. You can save no one. Even getting on YouTube and speaking about consciousness, it will not save anyone. See, it's the choice that they have to say, hey, I'm going to accept that olive branch. I'm going to accept those words of wisdom, and I'm going to let those ferment in my reality and see how it works for them. See, I spent so much of my time trying to say, well, maybe making excuses for them. Maybe it's because they don't know any better. Maybe it's because they're still super asleep and I have to be the one to wake them. And I stopped, and me and my wife had a serious discussion, and we said, Trey, and I said, Starlet, I said, how did we wake up? Was it because Ralph Smart got on there and said, hey, wake up? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna follow you, Ralph. No. I chose to wake up. So once you decide on your journey that you're going to stay woke, you're going to follow your personal legend, you have to do the hard part of cutting ties with anything that no longer serves you. Now, I know, you guys, it's a difficult one. It's a hard pill to swallow, to tell your parents, I'm sorry, I love you, but I'm no longer gonna spend my time and my energy in the same distortion of your lower frequency. Now, I wanna make sure while we're discussing this topic that we don't take this cutting ties as judgment, because it can happen that way. You can perceive it as judgment. See, it's not those people that you're cutting off. It's the frequency that they resonate at. See, the people are perfect in themselves. They are a part of source. They are the being of all. But it's the frequencies that they resonate in that you cannot be associated with. See, the Bible says, be ye unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Now, I know that's from the religion standpoint, but see, you can even take that and place it into your spiritual path. And what it's saying is, a lower frequency cannot go with the higher frequency, and vice versa. No man can serve two masters. So on this journey, you have to make the conscious decision to say, hey, I'm gonna live in the lower 3D. That means I'm gonna associate myself with negativity. I'm gonna associate myself with not caring about another person's perspective. I'm gonna associate myself with greed. I'm gonna associate myself with saying, as long as Facebook or Instagram thinks that I'm a good parent or I'm a good friend, and that's all that matters. That's what the 3D has to offer. Now, on that higher frequency, that fifth dimensional frequency, it's one that you can care less what the world thinks about you. It's about how you feel. And if that is your end game conclusion, then you'll make the decision to say, hey, you know that those people are not serving. You know that that friend is only around because you got money to give them and they cut you off when there's no more money. You know that. See, but it's the kindness in your heart that says, well, maybe if I just hold me in a little longer, they'll change. No, you cannot change another's reality. They have to choose that. You guys, I spent the last year in 2019, and I'm gonna not make that same mistake in 2020. And I'm not even gonna call it a mistake. I'm gonna say that I learned from the experience of 2019. And in 2020, and right now, I'm gonna make that honest, hard choice to say, hey, I'm no longer gonna put myself out there for things that no longer serve me. And just know that whenever those people choose to elevate themselves to a higher consciousness, you'll be there. And if they choose to come where you're at, then you guys will be united. Hey, like they say, it's a word in Arabic that says it's maktub. And maktub means it is written. Everything that's supposed to happen and has happened and will happen has already been written. And if those people were meant to be in your life, then trust me, they will. The quicker that you let go is the quicker that they might come back in your life. But you have to make that hard choice. You guys, I know I kind of was rambling on this one because this is something that I woke up having to experience today myself. It's so hard to, after fighting through saying, okay, I'll cut the friends off, but for God's sake, I can't cut the family. And sometimes, you guys, even the thing that you were born to, you have to make that hard choice to say, hey, even though we got the same blood running through our veins, even though I'll die 1,000 times for you, but I will not live in a lower frequency with you. And when you make that decision, I believe that eventually those lower frequencies will see you as the shining star. And when life hits their low point, they'll have something to reference to. And they'll know that they can do it because they saw you do it. You guys, we came here to be extraordinary. We came here to raise the frequency of this earth. We did not come to be a part of this frequency, nor did we come to tear that frequency down. We came to create our own. And in the process of that creation, you have to let off some baggage. See, the road is narrow. And sometimes the friends, you have to let them go. Sometimes the family, you got to set them aside. And you have to say, even if I walk this path alone, I will accomplish my goal. And when you do that, then you'll just say, namaste, 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 peace. You guys, we came to live, love, and laugh. Live to your fullest extent. Let no man, let no woman, let no child stop you from achieving your personal legend and raising the frequency. Let's do it, you guys. This is the time. You see it? Woo! And the power has been with you all along.